That's a good sign. Hey, everybody. I got Matthias out from under the bed. Uh, I woke up late this morning and turns out he didn't wake me. And I slept apparently very, very well, which in itself is a rare thing because, the nocturnal urges of a cat, they may be stealth outside, but their presence is felt in the house, a little tap to the face or whatever. Hey, wake up, I need something. But anyways, I got Matthias out from under the bed, but I think I'm going to do the prudent thing with tomorrow being the 4th of July holiday to get him checked out. He is now currently in the backyard agitating the magpies, which he has every right to do. They're a very annoying bird. But anyways, okay, so I want to talk just quickly. I am going to get my new phone set up today, so this may be actually the last video, about serendipity, about Cupid, about fate, and spontaneity. We'll keep it under 10 minutes as always. And of course, for any of those who need to take a nap, I'm always fun to listen to. There he is. Anyways, so in today's world of technology, which we are so ever reliant on, it has really taken, in my opinion, a lot of the spontaneity of life just right out of the equation. Where when I was a younger man and we didn't have the internet, things were kind of done on a gut instinct or on a whim, spontaneity. Take a shot, take a risk, Now, everything has a process with the dating thing, mainly with women. I think men are still pretty flexible that if a woman came up and was like, hey, how you doing, la, 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 he would be apt to talk with her. And if she was like, look, there's this like barbecue on Saturday at a friend of mine's house and I don't have anyone to go with. You want to like run with me on that? Yeah, I'd love to. I could probably do that. The other way around, it's not working that way now because, again, there are these processes that are in place. And it's like, okay, I'm going to pay a fee. I'm going to put myself out there on a social dating site, and I'm just going to let the good times roll. I'm just going to let all these guys contact me and throw their best pitch. And I might have 10, 12, 14, 60 guys, depending on, I guess, how you look and what your profile says, of interest, right? So then you have to think to yourself, well, women always say, I just want a guy who can be himself. I want a guy with a great sense of humor. I don't care how much money he makes, as long as he treats me nice. If that was the case, I wouldn't have time to make these videos. If you catch my drift, right? I'd be worn out. I'd be like, oh God, who's at the door now? But reality. So if we're going to take the serendipity out of things, the Cupid's arrow, the fate, right? And we're going to try to bubble, harness, choreograph how relationships are going to be, I don't see how we're going to be successful. You're in a club with your guy buddies, right? Hey, Mike, you see that hottie over there? Yeah, dude, I want to sleep with her, man. No doubt. I can see what you mean. That's lust. Dude, you see that hottie over there? Yeah, dude, I'm going to marry her. We're going to have 2.5 kids, and we're going to live in the suburbs. And we're going to have like the most amazing life together. And I can't wait for it to get started. That's love. That's commitment, right? So you can pick who you lust, but you can never pick who you love. That's where serendipity, that's where time, that's where fate, that's where the emotions of the heart have to unfold in their own way and in their own time. You can't choreograph that. You can't script it. You can't make it a tailor fit. This isn't Burger King. Have it your way. Okay. There's some things that you have to allow to manifest. Now, I understand the social medias. People are pressed for a lot of time and money. They don't have a lot of give and take in their lives right now to just date and sample and dip your foot in the pool and waste time. Okay. But some things in life you just have to let unfold if you're serious about having a relationship with someone. If you just want to find some real cute alpha ladies to fuck, well, that's not hard. I mean, that guy looks like shit. That guy looks like, oh, that guy doesn't look like shit. He's tall. I may have to climb that tree. Okay, if that's what you're looking for. But if you really think you're going to try to find somebody that's going to be the soulmate, as they say, or your life partner, or someone that you can go, as Jim Croce says, I want to go through time with. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I want to go through time with. Right. You're not going to find that on a dating site because it's too filtered. It's too catered. How did you meet, Dad, Mom? I met him online. Really? Yeah. Maybe. I just don't think that's going to be very common. So I guess it again depends on what the agenda is. Way back when in the royal circles, and I think even to this day in the royal circles, but there was prearranged marriages where, the boy from this tribe and the girl from this tribe were introduced by the parents for the set basis of a future union and marriage and offspring and so forth. It didn't really much matter if there was a bond or a serendipity, as it were, a love connection between these two. It was prearranged. Well, take it or leave it. Well, no, I'm going to have to take it. Well, we don't live in those times. Obviously, pan your grocery aisles. We have way too many options. We have way too many choices. Okay? And I think we would all agree. Fuck, man. You go to other countries, right? And it's not like that. It's more like a 7-Eleven type size grocery store. You have just kind of what's available and what's local. And, you don't have, 114 kinds of cereal. But here we have a lot of choices. And in a lot of ways, we're very spoiled here in Western civilization in North America. Very spoiled. We haven't been asked to go to war in 50 years since the end of Vietnam. I was fortunate enough to grow up in an era where the draft was no longer in place, and we haven't been asked to in mass to go overseas to fight a foreign war. But we still have children at a rapid rate, which has turned things into overpopulation. And I understand how people are waiting longer to have children, or maybe lesser children if you're not tied up in certain religious cults. No. But to me, I still believe in my heart, and maybe this is why I'm single. Maybe this is why I'm struggling with opposite sex. I still believe there has to be a level of fate involved. How did you meet Mom? Actually, we opened the same door at the dairy in the refrigerator, in the grocery store, and I was grabbing the milk, and I said, "Do you want one of these? Here, hi." And we just started talking. Something as simple as that. Not I met your mom on Facebook or on Tinder or some silly shit like that. No. We still have to put stock and reservations in fate, in serendipity, in the possibilities that, boom, right out of the blue, enters the person that may change my life or I may fall in love with. You never know until you try, but if you try to live your life to where things are very singular dimensional or tunnel vision or a certain structure, that may work. But I think we're really missing out on some of life's beauty and intentions, because a lot of us say, well, God has a plan for all of us, or there's a reason for everything. I think we're losing sight of that. And you don't have to be religious to know what I mean. So let's not give up. Let's think about some things. Short 10-minute video. Have a great day. I'll let you know what happens to Matthias later.